Hey, I'm Z. Imagine you are building a house. You could design and craft every single brick by your hand, or you could use pre-made high-quality material to speed up the construction. This is exactly what CocoaPods does for iOS development. It provides pre-built, reliable components so that you can focus on building great apps rather than reinvesting the whiles. Welcome to this session on understanding CocoaPods and Podfile, a comprehensive guide. Here's what we are going to cover today. First, we will introduce CocoaPods and why it is a game changer for iOS developers. Then, we will break down the Podfile, the heart of CocoaPods. Finally, we will discuss the benefits and challenges of using CocoaPods so that you can use it effectively in your projects. Let's dive into it. Alright, before we are getting into the details, let's start with the simple questions. How many of you have struggled with manually managing dependencies in iOS project? It can be messy, right? CocoaPods is here to solve them. It is a dependency manager for Swift and Objective-C that make integrating third-party libraries seamlessly. Think of it, the App Store for external code library. Just pick what you need, install, and you're ready to go. CocoaPod was designed to make dependencies management easy. It allows developers to integrate libraries into their projects effortlessly. Instead of manually downloading and configuring each library, CocoaPods does it heavy lifting. This means less time worry about the version conflict and more time focusing on building amazing apps. Now, why is CocoaPods so important? Well, without it, you have manually track the library updates, ensure the compatibilities, and configure every single thing yourself. With CocoaPods, you simply define what you need in Podfile, and it takes care of the rest. CocoaPods has been around for quite some time. It was first introduced in 2011 to address the growing complexity of managing external libraries in iOS projects. Since then, it has evolved significantly, adding powerful features like automated dependencies and resolvtions and framework support. This has made it to gold dependencies manager for thousands of iOS developers worldwide. Alright, now let's talk about the Podfile, the core center of CocoaPods. Think of the Podfile like a shopping list for your app. It tells CocoaPods which libraries you need and their versions. Once you have your list ready, CocoaPods will fetch everything for you. No more hunting down updates or worrying about the compatibility. The Podfile is a simple text file that contains all the dependencies for your project. It follows a clear structure and syntax, making it easy to read and edit. You just declare the library you need, specifically the version if necessary, and let CocoaPods handle the rest. Creating a Podfile is super simple. You just need to run a command in terminal, and CocoaPods initialize a Podfile for your project. Then, you can add the libraries you want and to install them by another command. That's it. One of the best features of CocoaPods is the version control. You can specifically to extract the version of a library to ensure your app remains stable. Even when new version is released, updating dependencies is also very easy. Just run a single command, and CocoaPods fetches the latest version while keeping every single thing compatible. They save developers hours of manual work. Then, you might be thinking CocoaPods sounds amazing, but what's the catch? Like any tools, it is benefits and challenges. On the plus side, CocoaPods simplifies the dependencies management, saving times, and has a strong community support. It also helps keep your project organized and scalable. But it is not perfect. Sometimes conflicts arise when libraries have different version requirements. Also, since CocoaPods modifies your project files, you need to be careful when collaborating in team. Understanding the CocoaPods works can help you avoid these pitfalls and make the most of it. To wrap up, the CocoaPod is a very powerful tool that makes iOS development faster and more efficiency. By mastering Podfile, you can streamline your workflow and build better app with the less hassle. If you haven't used CocoaPod yet, I highly recommend giving it a try because it will change the way you manage dependencies. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks, I'm C. See you again.